Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. This will be the final look back at 2018 in Monster Strike. And then the topic for this video will be like top 10 news, or like top 10 happenings, or top 10 events, whatever you want to call it. And before I get into those, I wanted to bring up Sailor Mars. She is the best 5-star character of the year, I would say. I didn't talk about her in either my Hatcher or my Drop Monster videos there. So I thought I'd show her here. The fact that she is a Pierce with the Involute Sphere and the Double Null, and then she can become 90 luck is all amazing. So yeah, she'll be very useful in the future, I'm sure. I'm currently working on trying to get a Score Ableberry and a Sidekick Ableberry on her. I think those would be really good. But yeah, anyways, the first of the top 10 news of the year would be the KINKI no GOKU, or the KINKI Dungeon, or the Chamber of Secrets, or what, the Forbidden Abyss, whatever you want to call it. But it's that new high-level content. And then, kind of the main reason to play that is to get SETSUNA, whom I do not have yet, but let's look here. There he is. Yes, so this is a SETSUNA, which you can get from a EX stage, playing the 15th or the 20th level of the KINKI no GOKU. And he is one of the best characters in the game, like top 5, I would say. But Pierce with Minesweeper, Null Damage Wall, and Null Wind. And then the new bump combo, it's like, well, it's called Holden in Japanese, but it's like an electricity attack which goes out. It has a pretty far range, actually, and then it does more damage as it goes, so it's a very crazy bump combo. Very good at taking down little guys. So yeah, like a super version of Gabriel's bump combo. Really good strike shot as well, like a meteor kind of a thing where you hit everybody. But yeah, he is one of the best characters in the game. And then to get him, however, it's a big hurdle. You have to play the same mission over and over. I've seen some people play over 300 times that same mission just to get a chance at playing him. But yeah, he's pretty great. Definitely one of the biggest news of the year, if not the biggest news. And the second biggest news of the year, no particular order to this, but it would be the second version of the Watchtower, that bingo board. I don't think we can look at that now. But that gave you lots more... Oh yeah, here it is. Right, the bingo board. This gives you much better rewards than the first version. There's a new crop of quests that are in the second Watchtower, so that makes a whole new group of characters more valuable, because you can use them every month. I'm thinking of like Oberon Evolution and people like that. But yeah, very cool, and maybe the one that I'm most excited about this year. The third big news of the year are the new level of difficulty quests, the GOZETSU quests. And then for these, you need to beat kind of the lower difficulty level, and then you can play the higher difficulty level. And then you can get drops of the boss there. But you need to get 10 drops of the boss before you can get kind of the real version. So this is another, very high-level content for players, and again, makes a new crop of characters more useful. I feel like part of the reason why they added that kind of new lower difficulty level is that they do live shows of the first day when the quest appears, and then they invite high-level players to come play that. And then maybe in the past, the high-level players, they would beat that quest too quickly, maybe like within like half an hour or something. But by adding that kind of lower difficulty level, they can kind of expand or extend the time that they can do the live shows. I don't think that's the main reason, but it's a nice side effect of adding that second tier. But yeah, we're going to see the light version maybe next month in January, so that should be interesting. So yeah, the GOZETSU quests. News number 4, I would say, are the WAKUWAKU sticks, the item, the second from the bottom here. This lets you transfer an Ableberry from one character to another. And then between this and then the Hero Scroll and the WAKUWAKU Meme, they've really kind of made going through the temples to get Ableberries much more attractive, and then easier for like kind of casual players to do as well. So yeah, that kind of revitalized that aspect of the game, I would say, especially for me as well. As you can see, I have a lot of sticks and scrolls left over. I'm kind of waiting for New Year's to see what those characters look like, and then maybe I'll use some of those there. And then maybe news number 4, also related to the Watchtower, but it might be the end of the Impossible quests. If you remember, the latest Impossible quest was Aizen Myo, which was some time ago, and they haven't released any Impossible since then. What I think they're concentrating on are Super Extremes, and then Colossals, and then Gozetsu. This might be the end of Impossibles. They probably ended it here, because then it makes for a perfect sealed Watchtower board. And then the next big happening of the year, I would say, would be like the limited characters Transcendent Form rush for this year. And a lot of the very high-level characters, they came out, like Himiko, and then Arthur, Alice, Lucifer. Let's see. Yeah, there's Arthur, and then Lucifer, and then Alice, whom I don't have. But yeah, all of these very, very popular characters getting their Transcendent forms, and all of them being very powerful. That was a lot of fun and very unexpected, I think, for a lot of people. And they're fun to use as well, so that was pretty big news for this year. The next big news of the year, I would say, was that when they released the 5 Angels all at once. That was earlier this year. Sandalphon here was first, and then there's like Metatron, Zadokiel, who else was there? Ramieru, Kamaeru. But all of those Angels are pretty darn good. I have 3 or 4 of them, but I would like all of them, of course. But more and more, they've been really good for high-level quests. I don't know how often X-Flag is going to do that. That was pretty shocking to release 5, limited monsters all at once. But it was cool, it was cool. Okay, big news number 8 of the year was Mana, who was released on New Year's Day last year. She's still really, really good in this game, like maybe top 3 or something, but yeah, still very strong. And it just kind of shows how the how X-Flag manages the power creep of Monster Strike. I think they're one of the best, if not the best, at managing that of any game, any company. Because it's slow, but then even as you get like new, more powerful characters, you don't feel like you're being outpaced even with the release of those. A lot of times old characters get renewed, like Lazani was really good for a floor of the KINKI no GOKU. And then you can take these like, new characters, you can take them to really, really old quests, and then they're like fun, like all over again. So it's really good. Monster Strike's really good at managing the power creep. And then Mana's a good example of that. Okay, and then news number 9. Let's see, here we are. The monster rental. This is the biggest news for some people. And then what this is that you can take one of your monsters and you can lend it to another account for, I think it's 2 days, 48 hours. It happens instantly. When you're done, you can return it instantly. So this is pretty crazy. You can help a friend out. Like a very visible example was that one player was going to join like one of those high-level live stream clears of like a new quest. One of his friends, who spends a lot of money on the game, gave him one of his, very high-level Hatcher Monster characters to use in that quest. And then he did end up using that in the live stream. For a lot of people, though, the biggest benefit to using this, though, is that if you have, like, more than one account, you can, take one of your max lucks that is good for a quest, give it to that sub-account, which maybe doesn't have as many max lucks. And so you can use a max luck on your main account that's good for that quest, and a max luck good for that quest on a sub-account. And then, like 2 other like Hatcher monsters. And so you can have more high-level max lucks for a quest that you are farming. I don't know if X-Flag was really intending for this, but it is a benefit that you can do. And then they haven't gone back and like fixed it. So yeah, it's a very nice way to get the most out of sub-accounts especially. Alright, and then the last big news of the year is the monster spot system. And this is very cool. It is like Pokemon Go, where you like move around and then you can get like different benefits from monster spots. But you can do some fun things, like you can get more drops. I've done this when I've played like Impossible or Colossal quests to make max lux faster. You can also get the plus 10 luck to all of your characters. So if you were to take like a Sailor Mars through a quest, you could make her from 90 to 99 and then make her a max luck. You can get benefits to different elements. You can get more medals at the end of a quest, which is useful if you're medal farming. So lots and lots of benefits to the monster spot. And then we might see more fun stuff in the next year. Like you can get maybe a new monster if you go to a certain monster spot. They haven't done anything that crazy yet, but there's always a chance. So yeah, that's the big news of 2018 number 10. And then I guess I'll just say number 11, which is not really related, it's not in-game, but the anime on the YouTube channel. It's been really good this year. They've really kind of stepped up the CG animation, and then the writing has been pretty good as well. The Lucifer story is pretty cool, and yeah, good voice acting. And then I guess there's going to be new characters in the next Hatcher, which are based on more anime characters. So yeah, that's been pretty enjoyable for me. Actually, we can see that here. Yeah, but pretty good. But yeah, that's been a look back at 2018, and the game is very, very healthy, as you can see with like all of the collaborations and the side stuff that X-Flag has been doing with their game. And there could be some limited Transcendent monsters coming soon, or maybe later. I'm looking at like Robin Hood, or Noah, or Nightingale. I have all of those characters, so I'm looking forward to those Transcendent forms. But yeah, pretty crazy year for 2018. Should be interesting to see what they do for 2019. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.